What is good, Bash Crew? Today we're reacting to Mind Your Own Wife, Piers Morgan. I clicked on this video, I was like, what the hell is this? And it was the most garbage reaction that I've heard in my life. And I was like, I watched a minute into it, so I was like, we gotta watch this on camera. We gotta watch this with y'all family. And if you don't know, Piers Morgan and Nick Fuentes, they had a interesting debate. I only saw little bits and pieces into it, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the whole thing. But Piers Morgan absolutely demolished Nick Fuentes, and a lot of his points are just stupid. They're just debunked, and they just come out of thin air, out of his ass. And you know, a lot of these guys, it's no surprise, 'cause a lot of these guys, they run politics like it's a cult. You know, a lot of these political ideas, they are cults. Like, they have a culture, right? They run just like cults. They have dogma. They have ideas that you have to accept no matter what, or else you're not in the cult. You're not in the in group. And that's exactly what this is. And Nick Fuentes, he looks fucking creepy in this little pause that I got here. But we're going to be watching it. And, you know, if you don't know who I am, my name is Bash. I make reaction videos, so make sure you hit the freaking subscribe button to join the Bash crew. I love y'all family. Let's get to it. Almost forgot the headphones.
You actually attracted to women?
No, he's not.
I am attracted to women.
No,
You're not
gay. Nick Fuentes is not attracted to women. I'll probably bring up the evidence because I think that's going to be more damning for him. Now, what straight man is looking at another man like that? Like, when did you look at your homie like? When did you look at your homie like that? And, you know, it's even more damning because this guy is actually, I mean, you can see right here is Nick Fuentes, gay, far right, extreme teasing, whatever, right? But you can see this guy is actually wearing cat ears because he's actually like one of those furries, right? Like, he's like into like, it's like he's into like the whole like this is him, right? This is a better image. He's into like the whole furry play. So it's like, you know, and that's who he associated with before he was basically forced to stop associating with him by people on the right. And, you know, that just goes to show that this is who he really is, right? This is, you know, birds of a feather flock together. Why would, you know, personally, I would never hang out with somebody who's, you know, wearing this, right? Like, in just my opinion, because that's not who I am. Like, that's not who I associate with. That's not who I relate to. But obviously, on some level, Nick Fuentes related to this guy. And, you know, he obviously liked it. Like, he obviously liked hanging around him. They were good friends. They didn't just hang out a little bit. Like, this was, like, his best friend, right? Like, so, I mean, and his name is Catboy Cammy. Like, come on now. And so, like, mixed in with that and the way that Nick Fuentes talks about women, he doesn't even like women, right? Like, like that's the thing, right? You don't like women. Like, do you really, like, you just got to kind of think about it. Is if you don't like women, if you don't like being around women, are you actually straight? Right, like, just really think about it, but we'll get back to the video.
No. But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Okay.
So there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not.
That's
no,
fucking crazy.
absolutely not.
They should stay at home?
There's some women who have better takes than men. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like, my whole ideology behind this has completely flipped because there's some women who are smarter than men. Like, I don't think Nick Fuentes is the most intelligent guy on the planet. I don't think I'm the most intelligent guy on the planet. And to pretend like because someone does not share the same genitalia as you that they should be the only one who should not vote is absolutely crazy to me.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? For a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the boomer. I know I'm the boomer here, but actually, you're a 27-year-old dinosaur, aren't you? Aren't you, Nick Fuentes? All women.
I am.
All women are annoying. All women grow
fossil.
old. They all get fat. Says the guy. Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. Says the guy who's never got laid.
That's
Wow.
the thing, though. You boomers, it's
You think you're
always
an expert?
And I don't know how far into this clip that we're actually watching here, because it's a whole like debate podcast, right? Like, I think it's like an hour or two long. So we're just watching like a clip that they've taken out of context. So just keep that in mind when we're watching this.
women,
free love.
given you've never got laid?
Yeah, we are going back to the Stone Age. You're absolutely right. This you know, you're talking about empathy and your kids are empathetic and they would never laugh at a joke about the Holocaust and you're a misogynist. You're a simp yourself. You're totally henpecked. That's the problem.
Please hire my husband. I'm sick of having to look at him every morning. She told The Sun, being married to Piers is basically one very long eye roll. But what people don't realise about Piers is he's usually very quiet at home because he's exhausted himself. The only reason I'm sad about him leaving Good Morning Britain, and the fact that I wake up and there he is staring back at me morning after morning. Unfortunately, he's got all of his energy back now, so please someone give him a job. Like,
Do you think your views on women might change if you actually ever had a relationship with one or had sex and actually had a proper relationship? I mean, people say the reason you're so angry about women is you're basically an incel.
Well, I'm not angry about it.
You sound very
I don't think
angry.
he's angry about it. I just genuinely think that Nick Fuentes does not like women. There's nothing wrong with that either. Like, you can be gay, but, you know, to be gay and on the right, that's like a... I don't know why. It's like these guys on the right, like, they always get exposed for something like that. Like, for you know, something gay, right? Or like... And it's like the people who most damningly are like, you cannot be homosexual. Homosexuality is this. Homosexuality is that. Oh, fuck women, whatever. It's always these guys who get caught in some sort of controversy where they're with men. like imagine that, right? Take any of your straight friends, and do you know any of them who would be dead caught saying any of this shit? Right? Like, does this look like the sight of a straight man? Does it look like what a straight man would be doing with his time?
You sound very, very angry about women.
That's true. Guys get to a certain age and they're like, you know what? Women suck. Like, they're talking too much. They're not hot anymore. Like, you're fat, you're chubby, you're not as hot as you think you are. You fucking talk too much, you're a bitch. I'm passionate.
But that's, look, here's the thing, right? And this is what, like, a lot of incels, they do this, right? Just because a woman is not a good person, like one woman is not a good person, that doesn't make every woman a bitch. That doesn't make every woman ugly. That doesn't make every woman hard to be around. That just makes the woman that you're looking at in that moment hard to be around. And, you know, a lot of this shit is cope because a lot of these girls who they call these, you know, these ad hominem attacks would never look their way. And another thing about Nick Fuentes is, right, and I saw this, you know, I was watching clips of him, right, but there's like, you know, women have shot their shots at Nick Fuentes. He's like repulsed by it, right? Like, he's just absolutely repulsed by it. I think we'll take a look at it and I'll show you guys what I mean, but he just does not like women.
You're not passionate. You're sounding very bitter about women.
Please stop. What do I need to say? What do I need to... I thought I did everything necessary to repel this sort of thing. I've told you a million times, like, I am Catholic, but I'm also a beast, okay? But I'm also a maniac. The idea of Catholic thing... What do I need...
You're sounding very bitter about women.
Check this out.
Please...
Look, I am too submitting my application to be your wife. Jessica may be a real bitch. I've got the Catholic trad wife package. How does Sunday Mass date sound? God bless you. Like, this, it's a normal request. Like, it's a normal request. Now, what would a straight man say whenever he's trying to reject a girl, and he just doesn't like her? He'd probably be something like, and he hasn't even seen what she looks like. He'd be like, you know, hey, you know, like, I'm pleasured by it, you know what I'm saying? But I can't, you know, I have a vow to, you know, to celibacy, right? Like, let's say what it is, right? I have a vow to celibacy, if that's what he chooses, right? Let's see what Nick Fuentes' approach is to this.
Stop. What do I need to say? What do I need to... I thought I did everything necessary to repel this sort of thing. I've told you a million times.
To repel it.
Like, I am Catholic, but I'm also a beast, okay? But I'm also a maniac. The idea that people have in their head that I'm, like, putting on my fucking Sunday best to go to trad Latin Mass with my shield maiden. Oh, let's go for a Sunday. Like, that makes me want to... When you look at the state of modern women, all they do is...
Gay.
Lay in their bed, doom scroll, they're chilling out.
Not everyone like
they're getting a little... Look, they're getting a little fat. It is what it is. I don't know what the average weight is, but they're getting a little heavy. And any guy that is playing the field these days will tell you that. I mean, and I know a lot of the Chads. I am an incel. I'm friends with a lot of Chads like Bradley Martin, Clavicular. They agree with me. You know, there's sort of like this alliance between the guys that don't have sex and the guys that get the most sex. We know what women are about. It's the guys in the middle. Guys like you in the middle. It's the beta male orbiters that say, she's amazing, you're a misogynistic pig, because I don't know what that is. I guess
Well, come on, let me
desperate.
explain to you what I think it is.
I mean, I don't think I'm like an absolute 10 out of 10 stunning, 10-incher Chad, right? But I do pretty well for myself with dating. And I disagree 100% with what you're saying. Like, obviously, right, like, there's women who, are larger. There's women who are skinnier. That I don't get what the actual point is here of bringing that up. That is he saying that, like, because women are gaining weight, you should not want to date them? Or, like, you shouldn't... Are you just not attracted to women anymore? So are you attracted to men? Like, I don't understand what the point is here. Whatever, right? But it seems like the only type of audience that he's really trying to attract is an audience of men, right? So it's only fair to say that he wants male attention. He doesn't really want female attention. I might be, I digress. I might be, I might be spitballing too much here. I might be going off track, but I mean, I'm just calling a spade a spade.
I think when a 27-year-old guy who's never got laid, never had a meaningful relationship with a woman, says that women shouldn't be allowed to vote, they should stay at home, that all they do is fantasize about being raped and being beaten up, that's what they want, that they're annoying, that they get fat, that they get ugly. That's a misogynist. Now, you may not understand it because your knowledge of women is so incredibly tiny, but actually, you are the embodiment of a misogynist.
Crazy
it couldn't.
Too. I used to be like into this whole conservative stuff. Obviously, like, red pill is like a pipeline into like conservatism, and I used to say like these things were like things that you just kind of accepted as dogma, and you're like, yeah, like that's 100% true. But hearing it now as like a 25-year-old adult, I'm like, yeah, like that is pretty misogynistic, right? Like, I mean, obviously, like, women have sexual fantasies, right? You can't deny that. But, here it's saying that all women deserve to stay at home. There's many, many women who don't want to stay at home. They don't want to get married. Like, and why is that a problem, right? Why should we have to debate whether, like, the faith of another human? Like, let them do what they want to do. It's like, why do you want to manipulate the world? Like let what happens, right? Like, it's not your responsibility to decide what a woman should or should not do with her life. A woman who doesn't want anything to do with you at that.
Be clearer. And if I was in a way, you have the deep-rooted misogyny of some of the actual boomers I know. Yet here you are, 27 years old. And most of the current studies show that a lot of men are really disenfranchised from society, no longer have physical relationships with women if they've ever had them, never associate with women, and build up instinctively misogynist views about women. And I fear you're in that position. You're just a bit of a lonely guy who wants to get laid and can't for whatever reason.
No, I think he's a lonely guy who misses Cammy. He misses Cammy. He misses this guy. He misses cuddling him. He misses being around him. That's who Nick Fuentes misses, Cammy. And he calls him Cammy.
And it's made you bitter about women. And I don't know where that's come from, but it's fascinating.
No. See, here's the thing. First of all, you're very caught up in the labels. It's always, you're a racist, you're a misogynist.
You said
these
you were
words
a racist.
mean nothing to me. Well, hang on. Whoa, can I respond?
You gave yourself the label.
What is this?
You said, I am a racist. I didn't give you the label.
Okay.
You said, Nick Fuentes, I am a racist.
Calm down. Calm down.
Did you or didn't you?
It's okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
here's
I didn't
the thing.
give you the label. You did.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you're trying to infer
screaming at
something
me?
that didn't happen. You said, I gave you the label of being a racist. No, you did. You said, I'm a racist.
I don't understand. This is like a Nick Fuentes like promotion video, right? Like for his fans. This shit looks like this shit looks damning for him. Like I mean, I think Piers Morgan right now is spitting on him. Like I don't think like this is making Nick Fuentes look better, but you know what? To his fans, maybe it does, right? Like maybe I just don't have the right eyes to see. Maybe just because I'm not a white straight male, but
Give yourself a label.
or a
You're gonna
white
have to
homosexual male.
tone it down a little, all right? You're gonna have to bring it down a notch and relax. This is just an interview, okay? Please calm down. All I said is you're hung up. I didn't say you gave me that. Maybe I did.
You did.
But here's what I mean. What I mean is, okay. What I mean is you're just hung up on proving you're a misogynist. Okay, you're a racist. Okay, you denied the Holocaust. And I'm not about the labels,
You
man.
didn't deny
I'm
the
just
Holocaust.
past that.
As I said to you, look, Nick, as I said to you, I just wanted to go over the stuff that you know everyone uses out there about you and get you to respond. And we are getting, I think, a long way in this interview. Right?
Okay.
You didn't deny the Holocaust. You accepted there's been a Holocaust of at least 6 million Jews.
I'm a maximalist. I'm a Holocaust.
That is significant.
I think it's more.
You did admit you're a racist, and you have spelled out a thought process about women, which is the purest definition of misogyny that I've ever seen. And you've said you're not gay. So we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. Well, look, and I own the labels, okay? But I just don't care that much about them.
That's fine.
I feel like the whole.
I'm not saying
this
you
is
have,
like a weird.
But, I mean, it's like defining who you really are. And you know what? Like I said, this video does not look great for Nick Fuentes. Like, if you are, reserved from all this religious bullshit, if you're reserved from the dogma, the cultism of being a part of Nick Fuentes, if you're reserved from all these groups and all these labels, and you just kind of come in here with fresh eyes, you're like, okay, who is this guy and who is this guy? You can kind of just look at it and you can kind of see who he is for who he really is, right? If you're not hypnotized by him. And I think, like I said, I don't know if I said this in the previous video or not, but a lot of these these guys, these ideologies, they come around every 5 years, right? Like this is gonna disappear in 5 years. This is what wisdom has taught me over time. Like, this is a grift. It's going to disappear, and there will be another one, right? Like, and then they'll be fighting for the spot, just like Ben Shapiro was doing with Nick Fuentes. It's gonna happen constantly, over and over and over again, because Nick Fuentes, he's just the guy who's in right now. It's not something special about Nick Fuentes. It's just what he is, what he represents at this moment in time.
I'm not saying you have to care, Nick. You don't have to care
having to fix my
about
camera.
any of it. I promise you. Do you accept you are a white supremacist?
No, absolutely not.
You don't think white people are superior to black people?
No, I'm a Christian, so I believe everybody is equal before God.
Including women?
Yes.
So you give women equal rights then?
No.
Great.
No.
Great. Okay. So you just talked a lot of bullshit, didn't you?
No. Why are you mad about this? No.
You want women
and
to be
men are
treated
different.
equally before God, but you don't want to give them equal rights.
Yeah, because women
Okay,
and men
it's
are
fine.
different.
Look,
Do you
it's your
believe there are
view.
two genders?
It's your view.
Do you think there's two genders?
I do think there are two genders, yes.
Okay. And so you mean there's distinction. There are two distinct genders.
I think we should all have the same rights to...
Well, if they're meaningfully distinct, biologically distinct, and they have different social and biological roles, I think it would follow that we would treat them a little bit differently in the law.
Do you think
That's
the Catholic
me, though.
Church's teachings reflect that?
I do. Yeah, there's
Really?
no female priests. Have you ever seen that?
Do you think that the Catholic Church thinks all women should be deprived of the vote?
Yeah, I think so.
No, they don't.
I think they do, yeah.
You think the Catholic Church position is women shouldn't be allowed to vote?
I think so, yeah,
No.
but I'm not positive.
No, it's bullshit.
Oh, it should be.
It should be. So if you were Pope,
it's
that's what you do.
dogma.
You could be Pope because you're saying...
It's just dogma, like that he's spitting out. It's literally a cult. It's literally a cult. Nick Fuentes literally created a cult, and the guys are gonna blindly follow him no matter what he says, no matter what he does, no matter if some gay shit comes out about him. They're gonna always follow him, no matter if he's hypocritical. It's always they're just gonna follow him because he's willing to say outlandish shit. That's the reason why.
That's true. And I'm also from Chicago, like the Pope. But look,
Right.
I mean, women, it says in the Bible that women have no authority over men and they can't teach men. And that's why there's no female priests.
Says a lot of
So I
things in
don't
the
think
Bible.
the Catholic,
I mean, do you take every
Okay.
word of the Bible as sacrosanct?
well, yeah, it's inspired scripture.
That's all of
But I
it
mean,
is
it's just now,
And you know what? I think a lot of these guys don't actually. I don't think they even believe in the Bible. To be honest, I think a lot of these guys, especially when you get to this level of being a politician, I think it's all just a part of like, you know, this is your book. It's a part of cultism. It's a part of being a cult. It's like, this is your book, you know, and this is what we believe, and this is what you have to say, and this is how you have to think about life. I think that's exactly what Nick Fuentes does. I think it's a big grift. I don't think he's actually Christian. I don't think he's actually straight. You know, that one, you know, hey, I might just be, you know, saying stuff here, right? But I don't think he's actually a devout Christian like he claims to be. And especially because if he really believed in the stuff that the Bible teaches, then like he wouldn't be saying a lot of the stuff that he says. Like that. Do you honestly think if Jesus came back right now, do you think he'd be like, yeah, you know what? Like, yeah, you know, Nick Fuentes, he's the guy who represents my message. He's the guy who represents my message. No, not at fucking all. He's a piece of shit. Like, he's a legit piece of shit. And this is coming from someone who, like, I don't even have this whole warped view of women. I don't think that they're the most special thing on the planet. I think they're just humans at the end of the day. I'm not trying to control women. And I know that women can be bad people. I know women can be good people. This is not coming from someone who's blue pilled, right? And I'm not even red pilled, right? I'm aware of these ideologies. I'm aware that there's some truth into all these things, but they're all right pipelines, and it's shit, honestly.
All of it is
the
sacrosanct.
theological debate. Well, it is Catholic doctrine that women should not lead and teach. I mean, you're not interacting with what I'm saying. Why can't women be priests?
They should be.
Okay, well, you're not Catholic. That's not a Catholic
I am
position.
a Catholic. Many things I disagree with the Catholic Church.
Okay. Well, that kind of is contrary because the whole basis
really?
of being Catholic is
No.
accepting. It's accepting the authority of the pontiff.
You can be a member of a religion and disagree with parts of that religion. Perfectly reasonable.
You could be, well, yeah. I mean, you could say
Unless you're an
that, but it wouldn't be
extremist.
true.
If you're an extremist, you can't.
Okay.
Obviously, you never deviate.
That's just not rigorous.
You never
That's just
deviate if
sloppy.
you're an extremist. But even the Constitution,
sloppy.
even the Constitution's been amended. Was it 27 times? People talk about this sacrosanct document. It's it's been amended 27
Oh my
times.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is not rigorous intellectually. This is very
Just
this is
a statement of
tabloid
fact.
theology. Okay. Put on the pink hat, bro. Put on the pink hat. We're waiting.
What's the pink hat for?
For the march, for the women's march. Are we going to see you at the women's march protesting for women's rights and all that?
I think women should have equal rights to men. Period.
You carry
And
tampons in case your female friends get a period or something? Like, it's crazy. The
I'd
white
have no
knighting
problem.
is
I'd have no problem
diabolical.
giving a female friend a
White
tampon,
knighting.
would you?
It's not
Have you
white
ever-
knighting. It's just realizing that. See, the thing is about these people is that the people who follow Nick Fuentes, that's so shitty about them, is that they believe that standing up for anybody is white knighting. They believe standing up for anybody who is not a white straight male is not good. And imagine, right? Imagine that you were to say something about a white straight male, and then someone were to stand up for a white straight male. Okay, let's take that into account. And so, like, how do you think that Nick Fuentes would react to that? You know, and I challenge you to go watch this full interview with Pierce Morgan, right? You can probably find it. I mean, like, I'll just show it briefly right here, right? It's right there. This one with 4.5 million views. I challenge you to go watch it because you know, it shows, right? Like, there's even times when Nick Fuentes, he says stuff that doesn't make any fucking sense, right? And he just defends white men. He's white knighting for white men. It's like you can white knight for anybody. It's like, why should you not stand up for anybody except yourself? It's because you're selfish. You're not a fucking Catholic. You're not a fucking Christian. You're a piece of shit.
I don't suppose you've ever seen a tampon, have you?
Gross. Absolutely not. Get that away
you think
from me.
tampons are gross?
Yeah, they're filled
Really?
with period blood. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Wow. Have
Are
ever
you
seen-
into that? You like that? You,
have you ever
got
seen
a lot
it?
of tampons?
I don't think you've ever seen it, have you?
I've seen them. I've
Oh,
seen
you
them
have?
before.
You've been that close
Yeah.
to a woman? Really?
No, I've seen them. Look,
Oh, you've
you know,
seen
Fire's getting a little stupid. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join the Bash crew. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all family. Dose. Click on one of my next videos to keep hearing me talk.